Alrighty, folks. I've getting into my floor restoration. So my dilemma was that I put the vapor barrier on top of my studs last time. You see, I don't got a whole lot of room, so it's 2x4s, and I'm gonna have to brace them underneath with blocks. I'm gonna have to block these all up and put some ribs in between at the plywood marks. And yeah, I vapor barriered it, sealed it all up to the original vapor barrier that goes in the wall. Yeah, this basement's been a real learning curve for me. I was going to dig it down more and pour a slab back in here, because there was a slab originally and it was heaved, and I mean it was coming up like volcanoes. It was really poorly done. And this whole wall here was they dug down about 2 feet, threw in the concrete bags on the ground, poured a half-ass footing, and then blocked on top of it. So this whole add-on was leaning this way. It was coming right away from the house. This was collapsing, sinking. So what I had to do is I got a footing down there in the corner, but I had to jack it with a post, get it back to the house. That wall was built on railroad ties, which were disintegrating. So what I had to do is dig down in 4-foot sections from that corner all the way to that corner. 4-foot sections, dug down 4.5 feet, poured a proper footing, and then poured up to it, and then did that in 4-foot sections all the way along. And you know, that was a lot of work. I mixed all the concrete with in a baby bathtub, a swimming pool. It was a real pain in the ass, and I ran out of money. And when I put the floor in here originally, I had I believe they were 2x6s, and I laid them right on the dirt, and that was a real dumb thing to do. And then I put the vapor barrier, instead of a good poly down here, I put it on top of here and then sheeted it. Dumb, because as there's not really water that flows through underneath there, it will get damp, condensation, whatever. And as soon as it got into the wood, it just took off, and that's why I'm replacing it. You can see a old piece here where it's not waterlogged, it's not moldy, it's just dry rot. I believe they were old timbers to begin with that I salvaged from another construction job here. Anyway, this bedroom is an absolute mess. It's a catch-all right now. So I got to get the floor done in here, get it sheeted, and we purchased some vinyl planking. I'll show you when I get there. And it's going to be, before I do that though, I'm going to get rid of Mama's cloud studio and patch up any of the nasties that need to be repaired. And I'm going to paint it, and then I'll put the floor down, do the trim work all up again, and put it back to a living space. Because right now, well, for the last year or so, it has been virtually useless to anybody. You can see my kitchenette's a bit of a mess, but you know, I'm gonna work my way from here. The back room is perfectly fine. There's nothing needs to be done in there other than clean the sheets and make the bed and give it a good sweeping. But I'm gonna work from here, work my way out, repaint, clean up, and yeah, that's where we're at. So I gotta go get a sheet of plywood, figure out my direction that I'm going to go there. Like I say, I have to put blocks underneath and shore it all up. Make sure my tape work is all taped back up to the where I knocked it off there. Yeah, it's coming. When I said how off and not square this floor is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's going to be a little wider down that end and gets a little narrower as it comes up here. Here I completely pooped the bed on my measurements because this is way off. And like I said, I'm going to have to deal with that concrete slab in the corner. I'll just put the plywood right over top of it. Yeah, but I'm almost there. I got 3 sheets down. I have another full sheet to go, and then I'll piece in the edges. And Bob's your uncle. And then I got to deal with that. Anyway, that's how How does it on a Sunday afternoon.